Hi students, welcome to our physics class. In this class, I am going to explain a new topic, that is sound. Here, what is sound? Sound is an energy. We already learned in previous classes about the sound. Sound is an energy. How the sound is produced? The sound is produced by vibrating bodies. Now here we are going to learn some main points about the sound. Here, sound is an energy. All vibrating bodies produce sound because of vibrations in the body. Sound will produce. Then how the sound will propagate one place to another place? Medium is required. Medium is required. A medium, air or liquid or solid. Any medium is required to travel the sound. In vacuum, sound cannot travel in the vacuum. So, medium is required to propagate the sound. And sound waves travel in the form of waves, like water waves. You all know that water disturbs in the form of waves. Like that, similarly, sound waves also travel one place to another place in the form of waves, similar to water waves. Now, in the medium, when a body vibrating, the vibrations continues through the particles. This vibrating body disturb the particles in the medium. These vibrations continue in the medium and reach to our ear. So, when vibrations are reached to our ear, then only we can listen the sound. So, here what happened? Vibrations reach to our ear only, we are able to listen. Next, our ears can listen, can sensitive only for some limit of frequency, some limit of vibrations. The range of vibrations 20 Hz to 20,000 Hz. 20 Hz to 20 kilohertz means 20,000 Hz. This range of frequency, this range of vibrations, for 1 second, only can listen. This range is 20 Hz to 20,000 Hz. This frequency only our human beings can hear, listen. This range is called audible range. This range is called audible range. Above this range, there are some animals can listen that above that range, and below this range. Some animals can respond, but not the human beings. Human beings can respond only for 20 Hz to 20,000 Hz. This is called audible range. Now, here below this audible range, the frequency called infrasonic waves. Infrasonic waves below 20 Hz, the frequency called infrasonic waves. Above audible range, that means above 20,000 Hz, 20 Hz or 20,000 Hz, above 20,000 Hz, the frequency called, those waves are called ultrasonic waves. Now, another basic terms, amplitude. What is amplitude? Here already just now I told that sound travel in the form of waves. When sound is traveling in the form of waves, the maximum displacement from the rest position, mean position, the maximum displacement length is called amplitude. This is the mean position. From here, how much displaced, the particle displaced, how much distance in the when formed wave, how much distance it traveled. The length of the maximum length of the particle taking place here from mean position to this IP is called amplitude. Now, displacement of particles in the medium to the mean position is called amplitude. Next, time period. What is time period? Time taken for one vibration or one oscillation of a particle. Time taken for one vibration or one oscillation by the particle is called time period. And also we can say time taken for oscillation is what? To and fro motion. To and fro motion. Here time we also can say time taken for one wave to form one wave is called time period. Another form we can say taken time for form one wave is called time period. Denoted by capital letters T. Now frequency. What is another term frequency? Number of vibrations. Number of vibrations occur for 1 second. Number of vibrations occur for 1 second or is called frequency. Or we can say in the form of waves, number of waves formed for 1 second. Number of waves formed for 1 second is called frequency. Next, denoted with small letter f. Next, wavelength. Wavelength is denoted with capital letters inverted y, or this is the symbol lambda, called lambda. Distance traveled by a particle in a time period. Distance traveled by a particle in a time period. So that means the distance traveled for one wave is called that wave, one wavelength is called one wave. Complete wavelength is one wavelength is called wavelength. So denoted with the symbol lambda. Now there is a relation to express lambda on the speed of the velocity of the sound. Wavelength, time period, velocity of the sound. There is a relation. V is equal to lambda by t. Here see we know velocity formula distance by time. Distance means what? In time period, in time t period, time period t, the wavelength, travel length of the wave is called wavelength. So that length, the distance by time is equal to velocity. V is equal to lambda by t. So here this we can write as V is equal to f lambda. Here what 1 by t is equal to frequency f. How? Here frequency means what? Number of vibrations occurs for 1 second. Here also you can say in time period t, one oscillation taken place. One oscillation occur for t time periods. So this also you can express as a frequency. So in the place of 1 by t, you can take as f lambda. So V is equal to f lambda. This is a familiar formula. V is equal to f lambda. So velocity is equal to frequency of sound into wavelength of the sound. So gives the velocity of sound. Now here another topic about waves. Waves are two types. The sound waves are two types. They are longitudinal waves and transversal waves. Transverse waves. Now about longitudinal waves. First longitudinal waves. Yes, longitudinal waves. What are longitudinal waves? You see, when a sound travel in the form of waves, I told. So just now sound moves in the direction of propagation. In sound travel in one direction. In that direction, particles move in the direction of the propagation. Just particles move along the propagation of direction of the propagation. The sound traveling in one direction. In that direction only, just particles move. This is called longitudinal waves. In these longitudinal waves, these particles form compressions and rarefactions. What are compressions and water? Here see, when a particle is disturbed, when particles are disturbed, these particles move away in the medium, in the direction of the propagation. Particles move, and when particles form moving, then these particles comes close to other particles, and again because of elastic property, again these particles move away from the denser particles, and again these particles goes near to the other particles, again form compression. Here come rarefaction, compression, rarefaction, compression. Here what happening? Pushing, vibration. Because of vibration, particles are moving and making space. Vibration, pushing, making space, pushing, making space. Particles are pushing to other particles and because of to and fro motion. Vibration means to and fro motion now. So pushing and making space. Pushing, making space. When pushing, all particles comes together. So that is compression. Then when making place, then particles move away from one to other. So then there is a space between particles. Then there is that situation called rarefaction. When particles are together, compression. Such a way, particles move along with the propagation direction. So this system is called the longitudinal waves. Next, transverse waves. What are the transverse waves? Transverse waves, the particles move perpendicular to the propagation of sound. See, transverse waves. Transverse waves, these particles move perpendicular. For example, this is the propagation direction. These particles move perpendicular to the propagation. Perpendicular. This is example for air. Air particles, longitudinal waves. For example, for air. Here this is the disturbance in the form of waves. That means here perpendicular to the propagation. This is the propagation direction. These particles are moving perpendicular to the propagation. Means forming waves here. Forming waves here. Crest and the trough. Crest, trough. Crest, trough. This is called crest. This is called trough. Forming crest, trough. Crest, trough. Here crest and trough. Waves are formed. Crest and trough, and they are moving. Particles are moving perpendicular to the propagation. These waves are called transverse waves. Longitudinal waves here, what the particles are moving and forming close and moving away, and forming close and moving away. Such a way, these particles move along the direction of the propagation. These are called longitudinal waves. This is happening now, mostly happening now air particles, and also inside the water, not above the surface. Inside the water, this is happening. Inside the solid, also this movement is. These waves are found inside the solid, inside the water, and in air particles. This movement is happening. Now here above the surface of the water, we can see the waves above the surface of the water. This disturbance we can see in thin strings or wires. You can disturbance when you disturb the wire, it forms strings or wires, forms waves in the form of. See, crest and trough. Forms crest and trough. Crest, trough. Crest, trough. So upper peak is called crest, down peak is called trough. Such a way waves are formed in transverse waves. Next, yes, there are comparison between light waves and sound waves. Light waves are electromagnetic waves, but sound waves are just moving, not electric field and not magnetic field, just moving. So mechanical waves, and speed is different. Medium is for sound, medium is required. For light, medium is not required. For light, medium is not required. For sound, medium is required. Once again, light waves are electromagnetic waves, sound waves are mechanical waves, and here the medium is not required for light, medium is required for sound waves. Another one, the velocity is different. The velocity of sound waves are velocity of light waves is 3 into 10 power 8 meter per second. Here approximately sound waves velocity of sound waves is per 1 second 340 meters per 1 second. These are the differences we can discuss in we can compare sound waves to light waves. Next, about reflection. Yes, light reflects. You all know that when we discuss about light reflects. Because of reflection, we are able to see the objects. Similarly, sound also reflects. When sound reaches to hard surface and return back from the hard surface, is called reflection. That here see reflection. Due to reflection, we cannot listen the sound clearly. So that is called That's the situation is called mm, uh, reverberation. The situation is called reverberation. That means what? Sound travel and reflect back. So because of reflections, we cannot hear the sound clearly. That sound will the sound prolong. The sound prolongs and cannot hear properly that what is the delivered sound. That is called reverberation. Reverberation. What you can say? Reverberation. See that the situation is called reverberation. So we cannot hear the sound clearly. But echo is different to reflection. But same phenomena, but different. What is the difference to echo and reflection? Here echo is different. Here what is echo? Echo means the after completion of original sound, the reflected sound is here. So we can listen the reflected sound after completion of original sound. That is called echo. So that see the difference between reflection and echo. Reflection, no particular time. So both may be happens immediately. It may be continuous. So reflection and original sound and reflection come may be mixed together and prolong the sound. We cannot hear properly. But echo we can hear. What original after original sound only we can hear that reflected sound, that is called echo. So there are some conditions for echo. What is the condition? So 0.1 second gap between original sound and reflected sound. The time is required. The time is 0.1 second. After original sound 0.1 second, then reflected sound can be here. So that the condition for echo is 0.1 second is required. So to travel 0.1 second, how much distance travel? That if you count, if you measure that, if you measurement with the velocity of the sound and taken time 0.1 second, velocity of sound 340 meter per second, velocity into time is gives to distance. Distance you will get 34 meters. 34 meters velocity into time 340 into 0.1 second. You will get 34 meters. That is echo distance. To travel the echo distance, minimum object distance must be at 34 meters. See, velocity into time. Velocity of the sound is 340 meters per second, and time for echo, the original sound and reflector sound gap, echo time minimum 0.1 second. Then only we can hear the reflected sound clearly after original sound. So 0.1 second into velocity, distance into velocity into time gives the distance of echo. Then the distance of travel by the echo means obstacle distance, where it should be. So the total echo 2D you will get. 2D means to go and come back, that is 34 meters. So that means only the obstacle distance half of that, to go and come back 2D. So to go and come back we take as D and D. So 2D distance is 34 meters. So then where the obstacle should be there to get the echo, that is 17, 34 of 17. Why? To go and come back now 2 times. So half of that obstacle distance from us, from original sound, obstacle distance must be at 17 meters. Then only we can hear the echo. That's all for now. We'll discuss in next class about echo and their uses. Thank you.